Hello, my name is Nigel Ivy. I am an elopement videographer and guide based in Ireland. If you're a couple that are on that process of planning your elopement, trying to figure things out, you're interested in Ireland and you're trying to figure out more information and how do I plan this, what do I need to think about, what do I need to do, then this is the video for you and this is the channel for you. So there is going to be information that I hope will be useful to you on this channel. I put out videos regularly that are focused on helping couples on that process of planning their elopement. And in this video, I'm going to talk about a topic that I sometimes get asked when I have calls with couples, and that is, what is the best month to elope in Ireland? And so there's a couple of things that you need to think about when you're planning the time of year that you are going to elope in Ireland. And the two main things is really around light and how that works with the day and the length of the day and all that sort of stuff. And the second thing is whether you have a wedding party with you. So whether you have friends and family and stuff like that involved in your wedding day. So obviously the different seasons, there will be a fluctuation in temperature. In the winter, generally speaking, the weather is probably a little bit worse than in summer. Your average temperature is colder and things like that. So that's something to bear in mind as well, just from purely practical of keeping warm during your elopement. If you have a wedding party with you, that may affect them, especially if you have more older people in your group and stuff like that. But the other two things that I mentioned, the light, the reason why that's important is sometimes the summer can be super bright. And this goes without saying anywhere in the world really, that you just have to bear in mind in the summer. Sometimes you can have like no cloud cover and just harsh light all the way through the afternoon. And then that lasts like 45 minutes, half an hour before sunset. The light can be awesome then. And the reason why this is important is that in those harsh times where the light is super harsh in the middle of the day, your video and your photos just won't look as good as later in the day. So that's why you always hear photographers and videographers talking about golden hour, that sort of 30 minutes before sunset and a little bit after sunset, how awesome that light is. And the reason for that is that it means that you don't have those sort of dark shadows under your eyes that make you look like a panda in the middle of the day. So when you start shooting closer to sunset, there's like 20 minutes before sunset where it's just nice golden colors and your skin just looks nice soft and it's just really flattering. That's the best time in terms of the light. And so in the summer, often because the days are longer, you have just long periods where it can be super bright. And when you're shooting in those conditions, as a videographer, I'm trying to make the best film that I can, so the highest quality that I can. And the best way to do that is with really good light. And so when you're trying to battle with the light and figure that out in the process, sometimes you're kind of looking for shadows and things like that. It just doesn't look as good as closer to sunset. And this is more pronounced in the summer, I would say, than in the winter. Yes, you will get the odd day in winter where it's very bright and stuff like that, but for the most part, winter is generally more dull, the light is softer, and it just helps to make your film look a little bit better. So that's one thing to bear in mind in the summer. And the other thing, I've mentioned this in previous videos, but the days are super long here in the summer. So we have a huge fluctuation in Ireland, especially in Northern Ireland, right up on the Causeway coast, on the north coast. Winter, your sun is rising at like 8:45 in the morning and setting at like 3:30 in the afternoon. And then in the middle of summer, your sun's rising at like 4:15 in the morning and setting at like 10:45 at night. So you have this huge fluctuation in just the length of the days. And so in the summer, with your sun setting so late, that's why you just have these long afternoons that can be really bright and difficult to shoot in. And that's also important to note if you have a wedding party with you. So if you have people that are celebrating your wedding with you, because if you want a summer elopement and we plan your day so that you're finishing around sunset, then your evening is pretty much gone in terms of being able to go to the pub or go to a restaurant or something like that with your wedding party. So that's something to bear in mind as well. If you have other people with you, it might be better to elope when the days are shorter so that your elopement finishes at like 7 in the evening or 8 in the evening, somewhere around there. So there's still time to go to the pub and share a Guinness together or go to the pub for a meal or something like that. And so often those are the 2 points that I share with couples when I get on calls with them. And that is to say, be aware of how long the days are in the summer and how the light can affect your video. And secondly, if you have a wedding party with you and you want to do something in the evening, like go to the pub or have a meal or something, then don't do that in the summer, because that won't be possible, because your elopement will finish so late in the day. It'll be like close to midnight by the time you're finished, and everything will be closed at that point. So yeah, I hope that's been helpful. If you have any questions or anything that you are struggling with as you plan your elopement here in Ireland, then drop a comment down below, or even better yet, reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to help you on that process of figuring out what to do the best way to plan your elopement. I work with couples to plan elopements all over the world, but especially here in Ireland where I live, and I just love that process. I love seeing couples' faces light up as they are absolutely loving their elopement day. So that is the dream that I am trying to help couples with. So I hope this video has been helpful, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks very much.